Hello guys, Bob here and welcome to another spy analysis. How are you guys doing? Hope pretty well. Whatever, let's start with it. So today we're on Badwater. Badwater is possibly the most popular PL map, since Highlander is basically mostly PL maps, this most played map. And it happens to be the next week's UGC thingy map, so this comes at an appropriate time. Okay, so let's just talk about serious business now. Okay, so usually on first points I go CND and possibly Ambassador, because it's a good thing, it can force you a med.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
And I just stand at a vantage point, which for Badwater is basically the rocks. You can just stand here up top. People don't really check here. Nobody spams rockets or stickies here, so you can basically stay here and call enemy locations, health, like enemy health, and when the combo's coming. A really important thing is call jumpers and when the combo's coming, because your team can assemble for it and actually repel the push. So call everybody who's on card, usually the scout and the engineer. Call who's going on cliff. I called that the pyro saw our sticky trap, so I told him to just detonate it and do whatever, but he doesn't, he's just stalling him. Call people on tunnel. I see that the sniper is pretty low, so now I consider actually decloaking, which is a thing that I don't usually do, and trying to shoot him. Since it's kinda risky, because sniper can headshot you easily, I just call out his location and his health, and my sniper just body shots him into that. So yeah. Usually when you're here, try to stay alive unless they're about to push and you actually want to do a pick and want to show your presence and do a pick. If you don't, like, if you die at this point, you're not going to give info to your team. Actually, remember, as a spy, you know, James Bond, dude, it's not always about killing people, but giving intel is something that a spy does the best. The spy is the best scouting class in the game. Sorry, Scout, you're not the best scouting class. Yeah. Okay, so nothing really here. We're just waiting for their push, for their med to come out. Not really much to get here. See the meds going out, so I just call it to my team, and I prepare to move in. I don't really, because getting a drop at this point is kind of difficult, because that corner basically people behind the med, so it's kind of difficult. I get into the corner so that the pyro doesn't bump into me, and I keep myself out of flamethrower range. When I see they're just heading in, I try and get a pick. Usually the med doesn't flash quite yet, or at least he flashes on 1 or 2 people maximum, like pyro and demoman, or pyro and heavy, or heavy and demo, something like that. So I just went in and got the pick the guy who wasn't flashed. Here I notice I'm screwed, so I just try and get something before I die. I managed to trick stab the sniper, which is good. And when you have Girardi and you don't have something like Deadringer and your teammates, just try and kill something before you die. As a spy, you must know when you're dead, and you actually need, it's preferable to actually deal damage instead of dying with nothing done. So, speeding up the respawn. Okay, speed up too much. I saw the combo was going in tracks, and I was trying to put some damage on them. I still have an ambi, so I can try one shot and then Deadringer. It's safe to do so. Now I'm going to move in and try and see where they are. Actually, this one was a pretty weird push. They weren't pushing from backstairs or stairs, but they actually were pushing from tracks. Here, I'm just watching here, and I see nobody here, so I just walk in through tracks. My team was called that they are there. Med's not checking, so I just go to him. Heavy turns around because he was kinda low and wanted to retreat, but I called his low health for my teammates that already knew, and he was taken out. NG on card gets taken out. I'm just like this NG near the card, it's not really a disguise. No, I'm an enemy spy, so just disguising to get health and float off the card. That's always a good thing. Pyro finds me the best thing to do is just to jump down and time it with the Deadringer, like, extinguishment of the flames. Yeah, I knew NG was going to see me, so I just keep walking. I know that he's not going to catch up with me. Yeah. So I just walked there. Let me remove this whip. Hey, we're back. Sorry for the interruption, but that whip like particle thingy was kind of being annoying. So let's start back. Yeah, I actually wanted to make myself like to try and do a pick on the card, but Pyro finds me out, so I get taken out. That's cool. I did something in that life. I actually did. Respawn. I'm changing loadout here, possibly. No. Actually switch it to Invis, but then since I like watching this place either from Boiler Room or from here, watching the card with the ring as a nice thing and do, and that's usually what I do. But whatever, so I'm just sticking with Dead Ring. I see the scout saw me, but I don't. I know he's a class that can't one-hit me, so I just hit my Dead Ringer down. There, I guess I saw the heavy on card, and I tried to go for him, but since he was about to retreat, he actually finds me out and shoots me. He had the U-Bud on the card, and I don't know, I'm basically trapped here. I thought I was trapped, so I just go in and basically walk to my death, but I actually could have went back, sapped the mini, and gone through house, instead of just suiciding on the card. NG would have seen me, but I guess I could have made an escape through there. I don't know, but that was kind of a bad situation for me anyway. So, whatever. Respawn, nice telly, and we're back here. Just gonna put some damage on the soldier, call out that he's low, and gets dealt with. I guess, yes, it does. So I'm just staying here this time. I'm watching Boiler, slash House when they come out. And I'm disguised as an NG class that roams, kinda being on the card up top. I see that the heavy's pretty overextended, so I just take him out, drop down. That is a nice thing that you can do from that location, just drop down on anybody who is overextending on the card. There's a scout going on card, try and get him, but when he backs off, I just try and get the shot, but I miss. So I'm staying here, scout this guy. I see that their soldier did a nice bomb and actually forced down Ned, so I'm just acting my way into them, but Heavy doesn't buy it, so I just put my Dead Ringer up and try and go for the med. He has full charge, he's going for it. So I just decloak over here, it's a nice distance. I know he's going to back off. I predict his movement and actually get back. That was quite nice. When you decloak, Dead Ringer, yes, it has a really loud decloak sound, but when there is a distraction like when you push or really loud noise, explosions, deaths, you can actually try and go for an aggressive decloak, especially when there's like an Uber situation. So yeah, always try to predict the movement of people and where they're going to look. I know that the medic was not going to go there because the demo was retreating, so I just went for the natural direction of his back. Yeah. Actually, I had a low health disguise, so I tried to get some heals off the med and actually gain his trust, but somebody spy checks me, so I just try and go for an unexpected spot. Instead of retreating to my teammates, I decloak in house, which is a pretty weird. Like, it's not many spies do that, especially with the Dead Ringer, so they didn't expect it, and the med just went in and didn't check, so I got him. So when you're with a Dead Ringer, especially with a disguise, if he's low health, you can try and act your way in. Since you don't have a reliable cloak, you must use your acting to get in the way of cloaking. Like, instead of cloaking, you actually act your way in. And with a Dead Ringer, it can do pretty silly stuff. Like I was blocking that soldier from coming back. Since I have a Dead Ring, I know I'm not going to die to 2 rockets, so I can just block him and make him die with the heavy fire of our teammates. I see that below. So I'm just keeping an eye on them. I see that my team calls out the sniper was watching from ramp, so I just drop down. No, he's there, so stab him. And it's pretty much downtime. We're waiting. We have Yuba, so we're just in position and ready for that push. call out that the soldier was low. Always try and, if you can, since you have a dead ringer, you're not going to die. Try and get gun damage on people if it's safe to do so. It's always good to help your teammate deal that damage output that helps them, because you can see enemies' health. That's a huge thing. Yeah, I'm trying to make an impact. Same thing as before. I thought I was trapped. I go for the NG because he was quite low. Actually turns his back to me. It's not. He would have died with a shank anyway. But I guess that retreating behind a house would have been a safer thing to do, because the combo was there, and nobody was actually checking behind because it was a you got push situation. So yeah, it was bad for me. Again, same mistake as before, so not good, of course. So we're just holding. We're trying to hold pretty aggressively up there up top, because our NG just died, so we just need to keep them away, because we need to get a sentry up. So I'm just being here, peeking. I'm disguising as an NG and going towards the car, not making eye contact with their team. But, well, they shoot me once. I guess that was a sniper. And I put out my dead ringer so that I don't die, and walk through tires and see what's here. I see the sniper. This is a pretty, basically the only sniper spot that can be when they're not pushing. So I just check here. He's there, so I just go in there. I'm going to retreat from map room and decloak over here with my soldier, because he was there, and get some cloak over here. I guess at this point we have a sentry up, so it's good. I'm going in for another peek and possibly try and get behind them. Disguising as a scout, plus I moves a lot. But heavy's coming in, and bad thing that I didn't expect the pyro to come with the heavy, but it's actually a thing that happens. Like, pyro usually follows up with the combo, so that wasn't a good thing to actually try and go there with the pyro going in, but whatever. I didn't see him. But at this point, well, our demo got a drop with the double donk of the loose cannon, so everybody was, I don't know, we were just shouting random stuff, so yeah, whatever. So I see that we're pushing them pretty far back, so, well, cleaning down the mini, it's always a nice thing to do, helping our scout out, and I'm trying to get possibly now in position and get behind them to get a better pick. This guy's as a scout. Yeah, scout can come from any location. It's good if you don't have to walk a lot, so that they don't see your slow movement speed. And I feign and just get into this spot as a sniper, which is a class that is more likely to stand up here, and just wait for my dead ringer so I can peek. Pull out where the med is. That soldier was jumping in. I don't know if he was jumping from me or anything else, but whatever. I just keep my dead ringer up. I guess he caught it or something and just went away. So I'm just staying here. Heavy knows it, so I'm just kind of staying here so that they don't hear the decloak or they forget about me. And told them where the med is and the combo is. I can't really get a pick right there now, because they're not really, they were aware, so I'm just running in now because they're distracted and I'm not too picks. Demo and NG, Demo's a pretty good pick at this point when we're pushing in, and we're actually pushing with our Yuga, so that's good. Call up Spy, since our power is with us, don't even, yeah, but the Spy is just gonna die. And this guy's a Spy walking in, just peeking. And they know I'm a spy, so I'm just keeping my distance. I'm trying to get a shot on the net, but I don't. Just walking there. Shooting behind before I feign makes it a little bit more believable. I think that they didn't buy it. So, well, I'm just staying here waiting for my cloak, because they're gonna see me, I know it, so. But I see that, like, they're kind of preparing to push in, and I was trying to go for the med, but actually NG was backing off at the right time, so I wouldn't have gotten it anyway, but they see me anyway. Pyro air blasts me in time, so anyway, we were in, so guess we're good. Guess I'm changing. Am I changing equipment, like loadout thing? Let's see here. No, still same loadout. I guess I was just thinking about it. People called the scout was at our spawn being annoying, so I just walked him into the back. I guess that's how it works. At least they told me to do that. Yeah, I see the mini and the got low health, so I'm modest actually making my location aware to them, because when you sap something, Engy's going to fall out. So if you're going to go in and go for a pick, don't sap anything. Really don't. Yeah, I thought Pyro saw me, so I was just standing here and waiting. I am acting as a sniper, watching like through the window, but it's all good. Yeah, not to say anything, like I acknowledge my mistakes and shit. I possibly wouldn't have gotten him anyway, but legitimately, I did this scrim yesterday, so I remember it. I was scratching my nose, and I only had one hand to actually aim and shoot. But anyway, that wasn't. I guess it was going to kill me anyway because we must stop whatever. So they're getting a lot of presents here. I see that basically we're almost doomed. And yeah, I make a pretty silly thing. I walk into the cars, looking backward, like not looking backwards, without looking at them, which is a good thing when you're acting, you have to do that, but without my jetpack. That was kind of stupid, because anything, they would have called out that I was a spy, like, actually it happened, and they basically destroyed me for no reason. Like, that was stupid of me. But anyway, I guess that I would stop the push anyway. I'm just a spy, the only spy guy. So nothing to do there. We actually got a pretty nice time for Badwater. No regrets there. Just waiting here, always checking the stuff. Net gun if they're running cave. Actually, their demo was running cave the whole time, but they didn't actually use it once. But always check the pyro. Pyro's basically the biggest check you have to do, because if he runs actually home wrecker or extinguisher or power jack, is actually pretty relevant. Okay, most pyros, like every pyro should run the home wrecker. Why would you ever run the power jack or extinguisher? But it actually happens. Some pyros actually run something that home wrecker. Yeah, I see the medic is holding in a pretty weird location. I'm just gonna cloak him behind the stairs so he can't see me. And since I have an ambi, I can just charge at him and headshot him once and headshot him. I know I'm not going to drop because I don't have enough damage, but at least that's a good force, and my team knows it, so they're preparing for a push. And actually, meds, don't stand in weird spots like that. Don't stand in spots where Spy or any other class can hit you easily, because that is definitively an easy spot to attack Spy. Don't do that. Stand with your combo up there. You have your spot there, so it's not a problem. He was trying to go for the sniper. I tried to not get behind, like chop up the rock and stab him, but it didn't work. Yeah, actually I'm disguised as him, so I don't want to follow him and actually get flarred or something. Just call out this location with the rocks and just standing there. Same disguise as him. Going for him, I see the soldiers shooting him. Whatever, he's just in my way, so I just click his back. Yeah, if the sentry wasn't wrangled, I would have actually shot it behind the cover of the rocks. I thought that at this point I thought that the heavy was dead, but he wasn't actually. So I just hide. This is a pretty good hiding spot for spies. If you can just juke the heavy, which is like you can juke the heavy and stand in the spot, or juke anybody who's there in that spot. It's a pretty good thing to do. Yeah, it was it's a pretty silly thing. I thought that the pyro who jumped down was actually their pyro because I'm stupid. So I just backed off and cloaked, but when I actually realized, oh, that's my team, I should capture card. And I just decloaked and got dirt. Call up the spy on roof as this guy's. Now, well, when you bump into a spy, they know, like their team knows, and your team. So I wasn't making wasn't going in yet, but since we had a pretty strong presence on that point, Then I went back, so no problem there. And yeah, I'm actually trying. I was too slow though. I should have been quicker and actually got my position behind the NG here because they put a dispenser as soon as they can to block spies. And so I should have been a little bit quicker and actually got the position before actually the NG got it. But whatever. He was trying to go for a sniper because it was the most reasonable pick to go for. But I think he hears my decloak sound, or medic calls and pulls me out. I think he heard the decloak sound, and so he finds me, and Pyro just does his job. Yeah, make a switch to L'Étranger because I want more cloak time. It's actually pretty good revolve after the buff, so I use it pretty heavily with the Invis Watch. And I know I want some more cloak to back me out at this point, so I'm just staying here. I see the meds alone. I kind of want to go for him. He's got Yuba. He's around the corner, trying strafe right and left so that he might get backstabbed, because like if he doesn't react quick enough I can get a stab, but it doesn't happen. He was hiding in the corner with his back to the wall, so that's technically the location to be if you're a medic, if you don't want to get backstabbed. And I didn't even have a high power revolver to actually deal damage and try to force it, so I was forced to back out. Yeah, I see the demo's standing completely still, and demo's a pretty good pick before a push, so since I know he was the only pick that I could have got, I just went for him. The Arkham was going in right now, so I guess they're going to go with a demo down, so it's good. Oh, we're not pushing in right yet, sorry. Oh well. So, trying to get position behind them. I bump into the scout. I guess the demo sees me, and at that point I'm basically screwed because I'm in a corner and sticks are explosive. Pew pew. So yeah, he gets me, but whatever. We're still pushing them out, so yeah. I want the cheeky picks. No? Okay, so here, I should have went inside spawn and change it to spawn, but whatever. He blows the telly just before I actually get it. Thanks, Potter. Thanks. Anyway, our soldier is here with the whip, so get 2 free whips, and I'm happy when I'm whipped. I like the particle effect and the speedy sonic thing. Yeah, another really big mistake that I don't know why I did that. But usually you should even if you're taking the long way, you should take that one because maybe it's less traffic in it, less people are watching there, so it's easy to not get spammed out. But for some weird reason, I thought that I was losing time to go through tires, so I just suicided on the car for no reason with the scout there. I knew the scout was going to get spammed out, and with the scout, me. But whatever, I'm stupid, guys. You have to acknowledge it. Why are you even watching this shit when I make so dumb shit? Just don't do what I did there, okay? That was pretty embarrassing, anyway. This is a pretty good spot when you can wait because people don't usually check it that heavily unless there's a scout there or something. But here I can actually peek and while I'm visible and check where they are and stuff. I was pretty scared when the pyro turned around, so I just back out. Yeah, I see we're pushing in, so people are going to be distracted, so I can get an easy pick for sure. Yeah, standing here, which is the most reasonable spot when I don't have a cloak. I'm just cloaking here so I can get out. I guess the pyro sees me, so I'm pretty much screwed at this point. So I just die, but whatever. At this point, it's difficult to make a pick because they're basically in a corner. They have to check in front of them and behind them. So, getting any pick there is usually good. Usually, as a spy at that point, you can be passive and call out locations and possibly get out the sniper before they're pushing. Stuff like that. But I took a pretty fat rocket here to back off, but no need to go for heals. There are health packs here, so I'm just staying over 80 health, good enough. So I'm just going here. It was pretty risky to run along my demo map, but since people are not on map room or the spawn, so pretty safe to do so. Just going here and seeing if anybody respawns, but they're pushing in, so I want to make a presence on this push. I'm waiting for any respawn loot, but I see that them actually stinging here. But I wait until the Uber fades, but that was not good because people were behind me and I was just looking at the heavy. When they Ubered, I was just waiting for when the Uber faded to actually get a pick, but when you're just looking at them straight in the eyes with a tribalman's shiv in your hands, not the best thing. I guess it was strong. Yeah, I'm disguising as an NG just for the lols because I've got my medic here, and they're basically just trying to source out on the task, trying getting it capped. Like capped, no, not capped, but it doesn't happen. We get capped, so we are the MLG weed smokers of the win. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what can I improve of this, what do you want to see, and possibly what map, what game mode, whatever. I'm happy if you enjoyed this piece of crap. See ya next time.